No more bats! No more bats! Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. In the last episode, I had a terrible run-in with the vampire brothers in their bat forms. We had to capture them and put them back in their coffins. We also found out Oogie's plan was actually to kidnap the 7 holiday leaders and become the 7 holiday king. Well, isn't Jack the leader of Halloween and he kinda hasn't caught us yet. Anyway, let's continue on to the next chapter. Now, I didn't explain what the... Well, first things first. Chapter 14. The Mayor's Madhouse. Now, I didn't explain what trophy you get for the last chapter. You get 4 trophies. 1 of each of the vampire brothers. Now, you might not know where the mayor's house is. Well, if you were to find it by accident, you wouldn't have been able to go on anyway. So, let's go over this way. We have to go back into the towers of... What was it? I think it was Towers of Turmoil, was what they were called, which is what I was going through to S rank. Torment. Ah, how could I forget that? The last level tormented me so much. As you can see, that's where the mayor's house is, and that's a very, very tall house, if I do say so myself. Now, the sheer number of times I had to do that level was outrageous. Chapter 9, I had to do it about 4 times. Chapter 13, I had to do 20 times. Because, like I said, the time is so unforgiving. And so is the damage. Anything higher than a 4 in damage, you get an A, not an S. So you can only get hit a maximum of 4 times. You could also not get... You can't get hit more than 4 times. And you can't... What was it called? You also cannot get a time that is less than... What am I trying to say? You can't get a time that is less... that is more than 15 minutes. Anything more than 15 minutes, and you're not going to get an A. And actually, yeah... I don't know how much in 14. 14-10 I managed to get an S, and then my final one, which was the last one I did. Bats! 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 Sorry. I got 1335 in the last one, so that was good. Now, the mayor's house is actually pretty simple. Okay. And... Are there 2? Oh, there are 2. Okay. Whoop. That explains why I heard 2. I thought it was just some weird, like, surround sound thing, but then I remembered, wait, Roxas doesn't have a surround sound, like, set. I've never listened to anything really in surround sound. Whoa, get away from me, big axe man. Stupid king skeletons. There we go. I also, off-screen, you might be wondering why is my soul count different. Off-screen, I went to the witch's shop. Oh, it's locked. We have to use our keys that we got from the Vampire Brothers here. But, I keep on going from one topic to another. I went to the witch's shop because I had done the level so many times I ran out of red souls and none of the enemies were dropping them. And while I was there, I purchased the final pumpkin that was there. There is no 30,000 one. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm kind of glad. Anyway. There are only 4 more pumpkins left in the entire game, actually. Then we will be full. I think there's a total of 20 HP or something. Anyway, open up the door and...
What?
Such is the crime of having your house so tall. Seriously, that house looks like it's gonna... like topple over. It's got like no support. Well, let's do what the mayor's... Get used to hearing the mayor say help. I will just tell you that right now. Whew. And so begins our trek into the mayor's house. Now, you might not know what this is. Well, you should. It's the hearse that the mayor drives in the movie to spread the news about Jack. But also, it's used a lot in this game, too. Okay, you just go this way. You can get souls. I went to the wrong one again. Okay, Now let's go up this way. Now I need to build up a better combo. 49 gets me an A, not an S. Oh, you heard that. It's everyone's favorite little prankster. Trick and treat. Stop wanting to be stars. Okay. 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 Okay, so far so good. Uh-oh. No candy bombs. No candy bombs. No candy bombs. Sorry, Treat. Okay. Okay. Let's build up a good combo here. We're actually... Oh, nice to fall right into that. In fact, I think that's a good enough combo to get us through. But what I don't have is exclamation mark counts, do I? I just realized that. Anyway, let's continue on up the mayor's house. It's pretty straightforward, actually. There's only one direction to really go, and that's up. Oh. I know. Now, you might have also noticed in the last video there weren't really any sidebars. Okay, here's something I gotta point out. Look at the portrait of the mayor, and it's got, like, his hat going out of this portrait. I love that. See? Anyway, I had gotten... Oh, what was... I had gotten the... I keep on stuttering, but first things first, let's free the mayor, and don't worry, we'll get that golden pumpkin.
Mayor, are you okay?
He's in a cage.
Oh, you don't know how happy I am to see your skull. I thought I'd be stuck here forever.
Gotta love the taste of freedom, right?
Do you know where the holiday door is hidden in this residential area?
I love how you can see the golden pumpkin in the cutscene.
Goons up on my roof. I wouldn't be surprised if they had it with them.
You'd better climb down from here and evacuate to someplace safe.
Thank you, Jack. Good luck.
Now, here's one thing I'm going to point out. How does the mayor get around in his house? He has soul robber hooks everywhere. Now, I know Lock, Shock, and Barrel did some, like, redecorating, but... As you can see, if you go in this way, there's nowhere place for the mayor to go. So, unless he jumped down... Oh, go right here, actually. And at the end of this is actually one of those barrels. Which is good for us, because I could use some souls, now that all I need to purchase is the cold front. But you might have noticed in the last video that I didn't have, like, really big black bars on the side. The reason for that is because there is a pan and zoom function when you put it in a 16:9 quality. I just discovered that. I also discovered how to do, I discovered how to do the chipmunk voice sort of thing with the speed up. Still working on that, though. More Kingdom Hearts practice files for me, which means more, like, 5 gig videos. Oh. Great. 3, 4. Oh, there's more than one? Whoa. Ow. You don't want to get damaged. I don't know how much damage you can take in this level. I think this is a good amount of damage that we can take. Now, one thing that I experienced in practice with this one is actually, I just jumped down from up here, and I went back up for some strange reason. I think I was trying to do something. And what ended up happening was... Whoa, that was close. What ended up happening was the enemies did not spawn. Now, instead of going into right there, I'm going to go this way. Here's the soul robber. And get the golden pumpkin. That increases our health even more. We need more health. We don't have enough. Okay, now let's go back up. I don't want to cut this out because that would be pretty pointless. I mean, come on. And finally, we're in store for a short chapter. I've been kind of, you know, wishing for that in the last couple of videos I've made, that's for sure. Okay. Mayor really needs to do some home renovations. One annoying thing about this, though... Whoa, whoa. Ah, crud. Okay. Make that 2 damage. Basically... Oh, I have scared Stiff out, don't I? My bad. These... If you were to go down at any point, these flame skeletons will always respawn. So, if you're, for some strange reason, trying to farm for souls, why would you try and do that here? But it is pretty annoying, so I know this sounds pretty obvious, but I don't recommend falling. Of course, that can be kind of hard sometimes because Jack does a sliding stop, and that has been the bane of my existence, especially when trying to get to some certain bats. Oh boy. You have no idea. I probably should have... If I were to have recorded me going through all that, I probably would have taken up at least 20, if not 30 gigs with how many times I tried that. Would have been hilarious, though. Just post it up through fails. Okay, let's go up through this way, avoid that gargoyle statue, and don't fall off right there. That would kind of suck. And there we go. That's chapter 14.
Clear time.
Boo!
Combo.
Yay!
Damage.
Yay!
Exclamation
Boo!
mark
That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to get exclamation mark counts.
Oh,
Well, we still need to get an S on this, but I will off-screen it as always.
sold.
Yay, more off-screen for Roxas. That is one of the only times I said my name this one. And you get a trophy of the mayor for that one. Anyway, guys, gonna end it off right here. Next time on Let's Play The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, I'm gonna go and take on Oogie's goons that are on the roof. It's been Roxas1359. I'll see you guys next time.